Got to get my glasses together. What sucks about getting older, it's just sad. I can't see without my glasses. It's so weird. Super irritated. All right. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Feeling kind of goofy because I had coffee, and then I'm slightly irritated because I did the entire video with no microphone. Yeah. So I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to keep myself calm. Have to. There's a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Buddha. Come on, Miss Bonnie. Get ready, girl. I'm ready. Are you? All right, so we're going to pick up where we left off, shampoos, and I want to talk about dry shampoo. So the last shampoo was strengthening shampoo. Dry shampoo comes in, also known as powder shampoo, which back in the day it was powder or just powder, but now they have sprays. So what I've seen, the newer generation, you know, if they're on a road trip, they got their hair done and they don't want to shampoo that out, so they just spray a little dry shampoo out of the can, and then it gets rid of the oils and they can fluff their hair back up and still keep the style that they got from the salon or wherever they got their hair done. So after like a couple of days, if you don't feel like shampooing your hair, it comes out in powder form, but it's spraying out of the can, which is cool. My mom did a lot of private in-home care as a CNA, and so I remember growing up in my generation, it was for the elderly, you know, people who couldn't get out of bed. And so that's how they got their hair shampooed, with the powder shampoo. Sulfate-free shampoo. So I have a little story about this, because sulfate-free is supposed to be soap-free, you could say that. In other words, it doesn't have that harsh detergent in it that's stripping your skin and damaging your skin. When I say skin, I mean your scalp skin that's covered in hair, and you're not stripping your hair, and therefore it could lead up to less hair loss. Now, Twilight Zone with me brought some sulfate-free shampoo, thought I was all good with that, you know, and my hair started shedding excessively, and my scalp was itching to high heaven. So I actually reacted with that shampoo. Well, I already have an underlying skin condition, contact dermatitis, meaning I've been working with chemicals for a lot of years, and my skin just gets flared up with certain things like acrylics, even though I love acrylics, and hair color, that's out. And yeah, so there we have it. And now apparently nail glue irritates my skin as well, but still gotta have nails. So that's how that works. But with this sulfate-free shampoo, my hair was like falling out excessively, and my skin was like on fire because it itched so bad. So I will say this, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying from my experience that everybody's not the same, and you may react in a different way. So just be open for that and know that. And that's with anything you use. Just because it works for one person does not mean it's going to work for everyone. Okay, shampoos for thinning hair, also known as volumizing shampoos. The molecules in there are lighter. What does that mean? It means it's not going to be as oily or heavy for the hair. So if her hair is thinning, or his hair is thinning, then it would give the hair more volume and it would actually be more fluffy. There's also thinning shampoos out there that claim to help your hair to regrow or to stop the hair from falling out. Most shampoos that I know of, I've not seen full regrowth. Now, I'm not going to say they don't exist, but I'm saying I haven't seen it. All right, neutralizing shampoo, more common when you're doing a relaxer. And because that relaxer ranges on the pH scale from 11 to 14, which is one of the strongest chemicals as a cosmetologist that you'll ever work with, this shampoo is designed to bring back down the pH of that hair. And we're going to get into that in another class about chemistry and the perms and just how high up on the pH scale they are and why you need something to bring back down the pH of your hair, or you could look like the Bride of Frankenstein and experience a lot of breakage, excessive breakage. Okay, color enhancing shampoo. In my mind, I think of it as a soap cap because that's something we always did when we were doing a tint touch up. And if their hair down here was faded, we would add shampoo to the remaining color and work it through that person's hair so they don't get the damage of recoloring all this hair when I just did that 6 weeks ago, 4 to 6 weeks ago. So it's like a soap cap in a bottle, right? And so if I'm like a vibrant red and my hair is fading to a copper, well, I could buy a red shampoo where it's got the color molecules in there mixed up with the soap, and it would keep my red vibrant. So that's the whole purpose of that. But then there's also color treated shampoos. So now that wasn't mentioned in the textbook. Color treated shampoos is when you've already colored your hair and you want to keep that hair from fading as quickly. You use a color treated shampoo and conditioner. Shampoos with keratin, that's also known as a protein shampoo. Purpose of that is when someone has excessive breakage. Now, you have to really educate your clients on that because let's say she lightened her hair to a platinum blonde, to the point where it's almost clear, so her hair feels like mush, and when she wakes up in the morning, her hair is just falling out excessively. Protein shampoo and conditioner, however, you don't want to use it every day. This is what we have to tell our clients, because if you use it every day, you will have adverse reaction where the hair gets so brittle and stiff it does adverse and snaps off. So dependent upon how brutal that hair loss is, you would want to use that once a week or every other week. Shampoos for wigs and hair pieces is just that, a shampoo for wigs and hair pieces, and that's all that is. Conditioners. They have silicone for shine and humectants for moistures. And why do we use conditioners? To moisturize that hair, to soften the hair so it's easy to detangle. And there's just as many conditioners as there is shampoo. A good shampoo wouldn't be good without a good conditioner. And pardon me, but as a good cosmetologist, you want to be familiar with all these things, so you know the proper shampoo and the proper conditioner to recommend for retail to your clients, to recommend when you're using it in the salon. And that's when you'll learn that you can mix and match. So for instance, if someone is having hair breakage and their hair is also really dry, well, protein shampoo and conditioner wouldn't necessarily work. So you could use a protein shampoo and a moisturizing conditioner, or vice versa. Moisturizing shampoo and then a protein conditioner. Depends on what you're trying to achieve with your client's hair. But when they know that you take the time and that you have product knowledge, they will appreciate you for that. So that leads me to you also, as a student or as a cosmetologist, playing around with different products out there so you can wholeheartedly sell these products to your client. You don't want to go home using dollar store shampoo. I'm sorry. And then you're trying to sell $50, $60 shampoo to your clients. People know when you're not telling them the truth and you're just trying to sell them to make a quick buck. And who wants to be like that? We don't want to be like that. So really quick, I want to talk about pH scale and water. So water plays a very important part. There's hard water, there's soft water. Most of the water flowing through our pipes, unless you have a softener system in your home, is hard water. How does that affect our hair? Because there's so many minerals in there, plus there's chlorine in there. Well, cuticles blown, right? So that can lead to breakage. That could lead to discoloration if you have color on your hair, color fading, and fading into like an ugly orange or some type of ugly copper color. So hard water plays a very important role, just like your shampoos. So if your shampoo is 11, let's say on the pH scale, and your pH is what? That's right, 4.5 to 5.5. How much higher is that than 4.5 to 5.5? So what have you done to the skin on your head and the hair on your head? And if it's continuous, what can happen? Breakage, hair loss, possible permanent hair loss. So it started with the men when I was coming up. You know, men were going bald, and that was a shock within itself. And then it started moving over to the women, and all you hear is, oh, it's genetic, it's genetic. That sometimes is true, but the shampoos on top of the water and the pH scale all tie in, right? Soft water. Soft water, you get the full benefits because there's either chemicals put in the water to soften that water. In other words, it's getting rid of those minerals in there so it's not as harsh on your hair. You're getting the full benefit of your shampoo and your conditioner. Rainwater is considered soft water. I've shampooed with rainwater and it's just amazing. I actually used to collect rainwater just because I had heard that it was soft water and I wanted to try it. That's how I am. So what I did was I put these big bowls outside, filled it up, and then cheesecloth on another bowl, poured the water over to filter out whatever dirt was in there. And then the clean water I poured into gallon bottles, and I used to shampoo my hair with that. And in fact, next time it rains, I'm going to do that because you get the full benefits of your shampoo and your conditioner, and your hair just feels amazing. Your skin, amazing. Please try it. That's all I'm going to tell you. pH scale ranges from 0 to 14, 7 being neutral, 0 to 6.9 is acidic, 7's neutral, 7.1 to 14 is alkaline. We are going to talk more about that when we get to chemistry and when we get to perms, because you're going to learn that a lot of these perms are on the alkaline side, so there's a need for some type of neutralizer or neutralizing shampoo to bring that hair back down. And then you'll also understand more about water and products that we use. You need to know that, because if it's too high for us, or if it's too acidic, we can get burned. If it's too high for us, we can get burned and go bald, or have our skin burned and our hair bald, and we don't want that. So that is it for my shampooing class. I hope you learned something, and sorry for my mess ups. Just so you know, I'm probably the goofiest teacher you've ever seen or that you'll ever know. You can just ask my students. It's true. God bless you guys, and thank you for coming to Ms. Vonnie's class, and stay tuned. Next class is going to be structure of the nails and nail growth. Bye guys.